What is it, guys? The E.L.T Nation here. And today's story is a pretty crazy one, in my opinion. And before I start this video, I would just like to say Happy New Year's to all of you. I hope you guys are having an amazing year so far, because I know I am. And also, today is officially my 3 years anniversary of my YouTube channel, because I created this on January 3rd, 2022, and it has officially been 3 years since I basically had it. And today's story that I'm going to tell is a testament to that, and it's a learning experience as well. So I hope you guys enjoy. And if you do, make sure you leave a like and let's just start this. So basically, this story all takes place back in 2018, specifically in May of 2018. School was still in session, and it was getting close to summer, and I just gone over a situation since we got my YouTube channel, just created another one due to the fact that my mother told me to delete my old one due to the fact that I was getting so much hate. And I don't know to this day what I did to deserve this, but that's what ended up happening. But I was just watching different YouTube videos because I didn't create any yet. And I was specifically watching a trend known as my mom's deleting my YouTube channel, and basically it was just a bunch of kids crying because of different reasons of why their parents would delete their channel, either because of schoolwork, or they don't do chores, or I even heard one kid said that he didn't really get any views, no subscribers. And to be honest with you, I think that is just a stupid reason to delete a channel. Like, why would you delete a channel over not getting any views? Like, that just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But I was just watching these videos, and I found this one kid by the name of Joel Animation and Filming, which I seemed to like back then. And he was someone that made gaming content. He made object show animations and live streams, and then just a bunch of other stuff. And I thought it was a fun place to hang out, essentially. And things did not go too well, and I'll explain why. So it started off as normal. First of all, I went to his channel and wrote a comment on one of his YouTube videos asking him to subscribe to me because back then I did sub for sub. Did not know better, so don't blame me for this. But anyways, I asked him to subscribe to my channel, which he did, and I essentially wanted him to be my friend, essentially. And basically, I didn't explain to him about the situation that I had when my mother deleted my channel because I was getting a lot of hate and a lot of cyberbullying by these two kids in Pacific known as Squalid and Donovan Paul. And usually I would not mention names, but back then I did not care. And I wanted him to do a diss track on Donovan because of the stuff that he basically did. And he told me that he would do the diss track and that it would probably take a couple of weeks up to a month. And he specifically said that that video will probably not come out until like July 16th or 30th. I don't quite remember, but it was fine in the end. But usually I would not ask someone for a diss track or do a diss track on someone just because they don't like me. Usually today, if someone didn't like me and started crap with me, I would just politely ask them to stop and or ignore them if they just saying stuff about me like my content sucks, or block them from my channel if necessary. That's what I would do today, but back then I didn't really know how to handle any hate or criticism whatsoever. But anyways, I continued to watch his channel, and then one day in July he unsubscribed from my YouTube channel, and I could see that because he was not under his I was not listed under his subscriptions because he made his subscriptions public so everybody can see who he subscribed to, essentially. Most people would keep their subscriptions private, and his was public. So I can literally see all of his friends and everybody that he's up to, essentially. And I saw that he unsubscribed from my channel. I freaked out and I commented on his channel, and I'm like, why did you unsubscribe from me, kid? And then he made a video about me, basically explaining why, and it's because I was basically being mean to him, which I wouldn't say I was being mean, but I didn't know how to handle any hate whatsoever. And to be honest, from what I can tell, he seemed to not like me nor my content back then because I did not have a clear purpose for my YouTube channel. All I listed under my About section was the fact that I like to entertain children and make them happy. And I said that most of my videos would include salutes, basically shout out to other YouTubers, which is fine, but again, I didn't have no clear explanation about what content was going to be made. And basically, me just doing salutes on my channel didn't really do much. And I learned that the hard way because essentially nobody is going to give a crap about who I like, essentially. Not too many people, obviously. And likely they're not even going to click on the description on the links in the description because they don't find my content that interesting. And that did actually happen. I won't lie to you. But I also didn't even mention the fact that I was blind in my About section. And that's what I ended up doing later in 2022 when I created this YouTube channel. I made a whole introduction video basically expressing myself and just introducing myself to everybody and told them about my vision loss and the things I like to do for fun, and if they enjoy the content that I made, is to kindly subscribe to my channel. And that introduction video to this day is what attracted more viewers to my channel. So essentially, stuff for some, I learned this the hard way. It didn't really do anything. Of course, some people did subscribe to my channel, and I specifically wanted them to comment on my video. Like, I cared so much about views over the content I was making, which is not a good strategy whatsoever. And I think that's one of the reasons why he did not like my content that much. Or it could be his personal opinion, I don't know. But basically, I continued to watch his channel, and throughout me watching his YouTube channel, he made several videos on me a month after this whole incident of him unsubscribing from me. And then he asked me how old I was, which I don't understand the purpose of that. And I explained to him that I was a teenager, which I kind of lied about my age. And I wasn't going to give my age, to be honest with you, but I kind of did, which I kind of broke that promise to myself. And I explained to him at the time that I was 18. And he also called me a creep as well, because I always, and I even mentioned the fact that I liked children. And he even said that me hanging out with children would make me a pedophile. And I had no bad intentions of doing anything harmful to the kid whatsoever. But the way I came off in trying to prove my point did not come off very well. And I essentially started a whole drama war with Joel, essentially, which he already did not like me, and there was really no point of interacting with him. And right after he made a video on me, I ended up making a video on him basically calling him names, calling him a jerk, and basically saying that what he was doing was not right. And because nothing was clearly explained, my whole audience didn't really know what to expect. And his friends even thought that me and him were in the wrong. We both were being immature. All we were doing was just fighting essentially. And he even asked me if I watched his videos for entertainment because sometimes I would just comment random crap in his comment section, whether it would be drama or just me talking about stuff that I like that had nothing to do with the video whatsoever. And the problem with that was I couldn't even see the video, and I did not make that clear. And I'm not saying that that's an excuse for what I did, but I feel like he probably would have understood more if I would have explained to him what my disability was and the fact that I couldn't really see them. And instead of doing that, I just made the whole drama even worse, in my opinion. But either way, me and him eventually had to end it at some point. We ended up making peace in September, but he still didn't like my content because my content, I even realized myself that my content wasn't doing anything, which is why I ended up quitting that YouTube channel because all I did was music and just random like shout out videos. And I basically took a step back. I basically quit that YouTube channel because of that. I had to basically evaluate what I was doing. And that's when in 2022 I basically made story times talking about my experience. And that's what I kind of enjoy. And that's what I still like to this day. And it has really helped me, obviously. Because I feel like taking a step back from what was happening and just doing some critical thinking and figuring out a solution really helped in this situation. So this was a pretty crazy story, and I hope you guys learned something from this. But anyways, that's the story. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel, and I am out of here. Peace out, everybody.